I learned kindness from a stray dog who trusted me before I trusted myself. Ribs like a prayer under muddy fog, eyes like a book on a thrift store shelf. He waited by the mailbox down our lane, tail riding hope in the gravel dust. I said go on, but he stayed the same, like somebody had taught him trust. I bent down slow, he leaned in first, taught me hunger isn't just a thirst. I learned kindness from a stray dog who trusted me before I trusted myself. When I thought love had to earn its job, he showed up quiet and nothing else. If mercy wears a collar made of dawn, it's just a name you whisper soft. I learned kindness from a stray dog who trusted me before I trusted myself. I set a bowl by the porch step wood. He licked my fingers and then the rain. Sometimes good comes before we're good, sometimes grace beats out our blame. You opened the screen with a startled laugh, said looks like he's choosing us. We stood there dumb with the aftermath. He curled up close and called it us. No big oaths, no grand design, just a heartbeat learning mine. I learned kindness from a stray dog who trusted me before I trusted myself. When I thought love had to earn its job, he showed up quiet and nothing else. If mercy wears a collar made of dawn, it's just a name you whisper soft. I learned kindness from a stray dog who trusted me before I trusted myself. Followed me out to the fields at 5, coffee steaming, early light. Sat when I spoke, just glad alive, turned my hurry into right. I'd cuss the weather, kick a stone, he'd tilt his head and wait till shame ran out and truth came home and patience cracked the gate. Every lesson simple, plain, take it gentle, say his name. I learned kindness from a stray dog who trusted me before I trusted myself. When I thought love had to earn its job, he showed up quiet and nothing else. If mercy wears a collar made of dawn, it's just a name you whisper soft. I learned kindness from a stray dog who trusted me before I trusted myself. Storm rolled in with a county roar, thunder shook the kitchen glass. He tucked his nose against the floor, waited out the angry pass. I laid my hand on that brave old spine, felt my breath start keeping time. Sometimes being strong is kind, and sometimes kind is strong enough to climb. Count to 4, let it be, teach my heart what he can see. I learned kindness from a stray dog who trusted me before I trusted myself. When I thought love had to earn its job, he showed up quiet and nothing else. If mercy wears a collar made of dawn, it's just a name you whisper soft. I learned kindness from a stray dog who trusted me before I trusted myself. Maybe fate's a front door mat that says come in, you're fine. Maybe hope's a rescue act that happens one small time. Maybe love's a muddy paw across a polished floor, teaching you to break your law and let some goodness through the door. Healing state, go and come, kindness learns where kindness from. We found a tag at the country vet, just a number, nothing more. We called but no one called back yet, so we bought a bowl at the feed store. Wrote buddy on a little ring, clipped it to a borrowed chain. He wagged like summer's certain thing, and I wasn't scared the same. Turns out home is what you do, not the walls you're walking through. I learned kindness from a stray dog who trusted me before I trusted myself. When I thought love had to earn its job, he showed up quiet and nothing else. If mercy wears a collar made of dawn, it's just a name you whisper soft. I learned kindness from a stray dog who trusted me before I trusted myself. He sleeps between our mismatched chairs, dreams running in his feet. I thank the Lord for answered prayers and the teacher at my feet. I learned kindness from a stray dog, and finally from myself.
A cracked dashboard maps our history better than the road atlas ever could. Sun-faded plastic spider like a memory, every line a place we stood. Cigarette burns on the edge by the vent, laugh lines pressed where your fingers went. Motel keys rattling from the radio face, a breadcrumb trail through time and space. Turn the dial till the past comes in, let the static say where we've been. A cracked dashboard maps our history better than the road atlas ever could. Every scar is a mile and a mystery, every squeak sings we were good. When the map says turn but our hearts say stay, we follow the creases we understood. A cracked dashboard maps our history better than the road atlas ever could. There's a coffee ring by the odometer's eye, from mornings we chased an open sky. A smear of cherry from a roadside pie, and a dent from laughing too hard to cry. July spilled heat through the windshield glass, your bare feet tapping a rhythm that lasts. We circled towns we couldn't pronounce, counting blessings like we'd lost count. Pages tear but the miles remain, written in dust like a first and last name. A cracked dashboard maps our history better than the road atlas ever could. Every scar is a mile and a mystery, every squeak sings we were good. When the map says turn but our hearts say stay, we follow the creases we understood. A cracked dashboard maps our history better than the road atlas ever could. Remember that storm at the county divide, wipers like metronomes keeping us alive. Your hand found mine where the glove box sticks, we named the thunder and prayed in ticks. There's a scratch from the ring you used to spin, a tiny groove where the songs wore thin. No atlas shows how close we came to losing the road or forgetting our names. Soft as dusk on an old wood hood, close your eyes and it reads so good. A cracked dashboard maps our history better than the road atlas ever could. Every scar is a mile and a mystery, every squeak sings we were good. When the map says turn but our hearts say stay, we follow the creases we understood. A cracked dashboard maps our history better than the road atlas ever could. Folded pages fade and tear, The love leaves marks in open air. North is the way your voice leans true. South is a warmth I fall into. West is a sunset we never caught. East is the light on a kitchen thought. If we get lost, we only need the line where your laughter leads. Read the miles in the sun-baked skin. Every road we took is written within. A cracked dashboard maps our history better than the road atlas ever could. Every scar is a mile and a mystery. Every squeak sings we were good. When the map says turn but our hearts say stay, we follow the creases we understood. A cracked dashboard maps our history better than the road atlas ever could. I run my thumb where the sunlight stood and feel the waypoints like I knew I would. A cracked dashboard maps our history better than the road atlas ever could. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain, ink like a river on a window pane. I stand in the kitchen with the morning gray, counting the drips while the past won't drain. The clock ticks steady like a porch swing chain. Floorboard creaks say your old sweet name. Steam curls up like a faithful friend. I read every word again. Some letters heal, some letters sting. I read it every time the kettle sings. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. Between the hush and the whistle's refrain, I hear the promise and the parting things. If love's in the lines that the weather can't tame, let the water rise and the memory rain. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. By the window the basil leans toward light. Your coffee mug waits for another night. Photographs curl at the edges a bit, like the corners of a smile when we almost quit. I measure the sugar, I measure the egg. 2 spoons for courage, 3 for the break. Stir in circles like the years we spun, round and round till the silence won. There's truth in the quiet between the dings. I read it every time the kettle sings. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. Between the hush and the whistle's refrain, I hear the promise and the parting things. If love's in the lines that the weather can't tame, let the water rise and the memory rain. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. About summer in a borrowed truck, about finding a road and a little more luck. Said if the storm breaks early, I'll be home by dark. Left a kiss in the margin like a sparrow's mark. Now thunder's a rumor far off the ridge, and the only sure thunder is that old kettle's hiss. I press the paper to my chest like prayer, swear I catch your breath in the kitchen air. I can hold her, I can learn to bring
I read it every time the kettle sings. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. Between the hush and the whistle's refrain, I hear the promise and the parting things. If love's in the lines that the weather can't tame, let the water rise and the memory rain. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. The sky will clear its throat and send you back on a brighter note. Maybe I'll learn what the quiet brings, to listen for love in the smallest things. Till then, the steam on the window writes our names in fog for a second of light. Rain on the roof, tea on the tongue, the words you left keep coming undone. Sun breaks through and the linoleum shines, tiny gold rivers in crooked lines. I fold your letter but I never fold you, leave it under the magnet like we always do. If home is a kettle that calls me near, I'll answer that whistle year after year. I'll breathe in the paper, the ink, the spring, and read it when the kettle sings. From first light's hush to evening's wings, I read it every time the kettle sings. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. Between the hush and the whistle's refrain, I hear the promise and the parting things. If love's in the lines that the weather can't tame, let the water rise and the memory rain. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. I set one cup by your favorite chair, steam rising like a whispered prayer. Your note on the fridge still smells like rain. I read it every time the kettle sings. Your lipstick on a mason jar rim is my favorite sunrise. Caught in the kitchen window like coffee steam like prayer that flies. Biscuits warming up the night, bare feet on the checkerboard tile. Your laugh tucked under my skin, we don't need much but this humble mile. And the way our mornings begin, hold that glass and pass it slow. Let the quiet let us know. Your lipstick on a mason jar rim is my favorite sunrise. A small red halo turning day to night. I trade 1,000 skies for this, a fingerprint of kiss on glass and light. If heaven has a doorway, it looks a lot like this. Your lipstick on a mason jar rim at sunrise. There's flour on your knuckles and a hem in your hair. The radio mumbles soft. We speak in nods and careful air. Let the porch take the weight off. Jars lined up like patient saints, holding summers we put by. I swear that ring of color paints a dawn that never says goodbye. Raise it up and make a toast to all the ordinary most. Your lipstick on a mason jar rim is my favorite sunrise. A small red halo turning day to night. I trade 1,000 skies for this, a fingerprint of kiss on glass and light.
If heaven has a doorway, it looks a lot like this. Your lipstick on a mason jar rim at sunrise. We've had storms lean hard on the siding, had nights that wouldn't end, but the morning keeps on finding the gentler ways to mend. You slide the jar across to me, I sip the courage thin. The little stain says wait and see, and love begins again. Tip and smile, count to 4, let the day swing wide its door. Your lipstick on a mason jar rim is my favorite sunrise. A small red halo turning day to night. I trade 1,000 skies for this, a fingerprint, a kiss on glass and light. If heaven has a doorway, it looks a lot like this. Your lipstick on a mason jar rim at sunrise. Maybe grace is homemade shine, poured in jars and saved for lean. Maybe hope is how we find holy in the in-between. If I forget what good can be, set that jar where morning lives. One look and I remember we are richer than the world that is. Red ring, clear glass, let the hard night pass. Kiss the sleeping dog, tail thumps the mailbox.